everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Wing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP in chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat, I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about my week. And I hope this one goes quickly for me because I want to get back to my game. But I'll get to that in a little bit here. So today I am working on Flameblade Dragon. As you can see, we are getting into the final two rows. I'm kind of like working on them boop, 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 so I don't have to keep flipping my canvas around. But so right now we are about like here-ish on it, so very excited. I'm looking forward to having this one finished because, yeah, I'm tired of all the yellows, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what I am going to be working with today, we got our Bijou Bliss tray, and this colorway is a special one that Christina picked out for Stoke Your Dragonfire. So this one is not available, but it's really pretty. Let's see here. And I got two pens, both from, well, both of them are turned by Enablers Outpost. This one was purchased from them, and this one was a Cocoon blank that I sent to have Edward turn for me, and he did a fantastic job on it. I absolutely love it. Don't need my notes for my swaps. So for our adhesives, I have some Oh Snap dots in the scent of birthday cake. We have some Fire Breather Captivating Caulk, and we have some Dragon's Blood Wee Wax. I love this scent, it's so good. And then last but not least, we are using washi tape from Amanda Michelle Designs. I unfortunately ran out, but this one is also from Amanda Michelle, so it doesn't make much of a difference. But yeah, I ran out on there. Hopefully my game music isn't too loud. I left my game running in the background because I'm just going to be going back there once I'm done here anyways. So, okay, so how's everybody doing this week? I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Okay. Yeah, I tried to relax this week as much as I could because it is the last week that my husband will be home half the time. This is our last week of summer vacation with the boys. Next week is their last week of summer vacation, and then they come back to us and we're jumping into the school routine. And Alex is going into middle school this year, so there are going to be a lot of changes, a lot more early mornings, and Drake's going to be doing band and chorus, so once both of those are ramped up, we're gonna have a lot going on. But yeah, so we're getting ready for that. So let's see where we left off. So Saturday. Okay, so not much to really talk about on Saturday. Honestly, Saturday was a very high stress day. My husband and I actually got into our first fight. He doesn't call it a fight, but I'm like, this was definitely a fight. Yeah, just like it was one of those situations where just like one thing happened and then another thing happened and then just like spiraled into a lot. So it was kind of a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. But we got through it. We're much better now, much stronger now, as it should be. But yeah, so on Saturday we were realizing though Sydney is really starting to parrot things. Like she is mimicking so much. Like I would say something and then she would turn around and say that. And so that has bitten me in the ass once already. I've been walking, like in the morning I'll go to get her up and I'll be like, oh, good morning. And she'll just go, oh shit. And I'm like, oh crap. You had to hear me say that, huh? So yeah, we're kind of watching what we say around her now because she's saying everything. Like I'll ask her, why'd you do that? And she'll repeat it back to me. And then, and we also told the boys, like, please be mindful of what you're saying around your sister because I don't want her walking around the house saying poop soup all day long because that's something they say and giggle about. So yeah, that was our discovery on Saturday. We're like, okay. And that was the day I like started making an effort to make sure I'm watching what I say a little bit more. I know I should have been before, but yeah, now it's really happening. So yeah, that all transpired, and then Saturday night was kind of just a chill night for me, honestly. I sat on the couch and watched TV and did my diamond painting, or worked on a diamond painting, and my husband went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine with his friends. I can't really go to the movies very much anymore because I get really bad headaches afterwards, and it's got to be a movie that's really worth it for me to do that, because it's like if I'm going to be down in bed after the fact, I don't want to, like, it better be for a movie that I enjoy or I'm excited about and stuff. So I'm not a big Marvel person. Please don't come for me. I'm not a big superhero person in general, so I was glad that his friends were like, oh yeah, let's go see it together, because he was like gearing up to go see that on his own, and I was feeling bad, but at the same time not bad enough to go. Especially since I haven't seen the first couple Deadpool movies anyways, so it's like I would have been so lost, I feel like. So yeah, they did that, and he had a blast with it. It was so cool, or so fun too, because like his friend ended up buying their tickets for them and getting popcorn, and then he's like, oh, he did the dad thing too, and he got a pizza and like made sure we all were eating and stuff. It was just so funny. But yeah, so he got to go do that, and I got to work on my diamond paintings a little bit. Did I indicate what day I finished mine? Because I did finish a diamond painting this week. I think I did. Maybe not. Well, I did finish a diamond painting this week, so I'll just keep going through, and if I see it, then I'll be like, oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, that was Saturday. Really not much to say about the day. It was just mostly a quiet day, basically. Oh, and then Sunday, oh my gosh. So I have a monthly budget for diamond painting stuff, and I was trying to save some of this month's budget for next month because I knew all these shops were going to be coming out with all these amazing Halloween stuff, and I need all the Halloween, I need all the fall, like that's where I'm at. That's my happy place. So I was trying to save a portion of my August budget because Butterfly Effect Wares got me with their crap, what was it? The Peridot pen, which was modeled after my birthstone. So I was like, well, at first I was like, okay, that's whatever. I mean, I hate my birthstone personally. But then they made these absolutely beautiful pens out of it, and I was like, well, crap, I have to get that. So that's where part of the budget went. And then I ended up using my birthday discount from Diamond Art Club and got a canvas then as well. And then I was like, okay, I have $30 left over for my budget. I'm going to carry that over to next month. Yeah, no, that didn't work because Elizabeth over at Neighbor's Outpost had to do that back to school sale on a couple of blanks. So they had some Troy Shipley blanks and they had them they're like, okay, these pens are at $30. And I'm like, well, crap. So I got one of those. And then of course I had to DM Elizabeth, be like, I was trying to save that money for next month, and then you come along and do this. And then, of course, she's like, sorry. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, it was, I mean, in my defense, though, at least I did get a pen. Like, I got one that was, like, green and purple and orange, I think. So it was very Halloween-y, so it still counts. Like, I still got a Halloween-like pen, so it's okay. But yeah, I just had to laugh about that because it's like, well, dang it. Enabler's Outpost usually gets me because I love their pens. Like, their pens are some of my favorites. And honestly, I have worked on 2 canvases from them so far. One of them was a tester kit for their new supplier. And of course, the other one is the beautiful Dragon Seasons. And honestly, I just loved working on those, like these kits from them and stuff like that. I'm still working on Dragon Seasons. That one's going to take a bit. Although I haven't gotten the summer sector done yet, and I don't think that's going to be happening before September 1st. So yeah, I'm going to play catch up on that soon. So yeah, I ended up getting one of those. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on, I can't wait to see what it looks like turned. I always go for mystery or surprise turn, or yeah, I let Edward choose the turns, because honestly, he does such a great job with it. Like this one, the cocoon one that I have, like I had him choose the turn on it, and I honestly could not be happier with this pen. Like, it's so great. He's got a great eye for this, so I always trust him. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was the morning. So we got up that morning, came downstairs, and I had my Sailor Summer canvas, a Moon Crisis from Diamond Artisan, over on my computer desk, because I had it over there from when I was playing and diamond painting at the same time, because I figured if I'm going to jump back over there, at least I can like just pick up where I left off and stuff. Especially since like I was trying to bump through Keeper of Constellations first before I finished that one. And disaster struck. So I had left my water cup over there, and I guess Artemis must have gotten up on my desk at some point during the night or morning and dumped my water cup all over my desk and onto the canvas. And like, thankfully it didn't get in my keyboard, because that would have been really upsetting. I already lost one keyboard to having a soda spill in it. So if I lost a second keyboard having water spilled in it, I would have been very upset, because my particular keyboard is not available anymore. Like, my husband actually went on eBay to find the one I have right now. So, yeah, I was like, there was like water pooled on the canvas, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was all in areas where there were drills, and on the areas where the plastic was still down. I'm like, oh my God, please be okay. So I ended up carrying it over to the sink with the water pooled on it and just dumping the water in the sink, and then I hung it up to dry. And thankfully my desk is fine and everything. Like, I have one of those mouse pads, and honestly, it made me realize I need to clean my desk, because now the spot where the water spilled is a lot cleaner than everywhere else. And I'm like, ooh, that does not look good now. So that was a situation too. Like, oh, I have to clean this. What am I doing? Or is that outside? That might have been outside. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But thankfully the canvas is 100% okay. The areas that had diamonds on it are fine. Like, all the diamonds are still stuck to it like they're supposed to be. And the areas, like just the plastic and the glue areas, like the plastic still peels off okay, the glue feels like normal, like it's fine. So I can honestly say Diamond Artisan Shop canvases can survive water spills. I don't ever want to test that again, because that was very stressful. So yeah, that was my morning. Yeah, and that whole day was actually very, like, it was a very relaxing Sunday. I was like, man, this is what I needed my Saturday to be. Sydney kind of just did her own thing and played with her toys. My husband was able to play some video games, and I was able to diamond paint. And it felt really good, because we were all doing our own things, and like both of us adults were able to do things that we needed to do to like take a breather and stuff. Because that was mainly like the whole argument was, what it all boiled down to was, we are both tired and we are not asking each other for help when we need it. Because I'm autistic, my husband is ADHD and possibly autistic as well. That's still kind of being figured out. And like, you know, like, I especially deal with sensory overload and everything like that. And I will say, when I'm down with Sydney and she's screaming at me for an entire day, yes, life becomes that much harder. And it's so difficult for me to function. And so, like, because he's been doing extra stuff, or working 2 jobs and stuff like that, I've been trying to take care of him and make sure he has everything he needs without making sure I have everything I need. And I think he was doing the same thing. Like, we both were kind of like trying to take care of each other instead of like taking care of ourselves. So that was kind of funny. No, not back to the main screen. So we were able to kind of like decompress on Sunday though, and just kind of relax, and honestly it felt great, and we both started our week on a good foot here, although the week's been kind of difficult, but it's been we're getting through it. Get down there. And then the boys came back to us, and last week was Alex's football camp, because he's doing modified football next year in middle school. Oh my god, we have a middle schooler. So yeah, he did that last week, so he was telling us about it. He said he had a lot of fun with it. He did also mention, like, there were kids that were kind of like picking on him for not knowing much and stuff, and we're like, well, pay those kids no heed. Just pay attention to what your coaches are telling you, and, you know, let them help you improve and stuff like that where you need to. And Alex was saying, well, yeah, because I was rusty because I haven't, like, I mean, they used to play at recess every single day last year, or at the end, or during the school year, so he hasn't played football at all this summer except for, like, that training camp. And, like, oh no, no, that's not where you go. So yeah, he was like, oh, I'm a little rusty, and it's like, well, that's okay, and also you're playing a different type of football, because what he was playing before was just messing around at recess football, and now he's playing the actual sport with offense and defense and all that stuff. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, and then next week, because it's the first, or it's a week before school, and so he will be starting his official football practices next week. He's got them in the mornings and stuff, so he's looking very forward to that. It's very sinister music going on my computer right now. Oh my goodness. Dang, I miscalculated time there. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then Monday. So I am attempting something new. So this is a book I need to listen to myself, but my husband listened to it, and he kind of has been giving me pointers out of it. But I do have access to it to listen to it because it's on his Audible. But the book is called How to Keep a House While Drowning. And it is a great book for people who are neurospicy. And he listened to it first, and obviously I still need to, but he was like telling, like, it's one of those books that really makes you feel seen, because if you're a neurotypical, or if you're a neurospicy person, then you know, like, things are difficult. Simple tasks that should not be difficult are, and it's very frustrating when they are. So I have been so behind on laundry. It's just been insane, and I've been highly stressing. Like, I'm very overwhelmed by it because of the fact I'm so far behind. And so, like, me thinking about even doing it got me so stressed out to the point that I couldn't even do it. So, he told me about this part of the book where it's like, okay, you just pick one day there during the week, and that's the day you do laundry. No matter how much or little laundry there is, like, that's it. You do that and you're done. And so I was like, wow, that's really something. So I gave it a try on Monday. So I made Monday my laundry day, because no matter what week it is, my husband's home on Mondays, and he can help keep an eye on, like, he can watch Sydney while I run down to the basement and switch over laundry or carry stuff up and fold and put away or something like that. So I did it. I got through a lot of laundry. I didn't get through all of it because my back was starting to hurt, and like I said, I was so far behind, but I managed to get through, like, all of our laundry. So my laundry, my daughter's laundry, the boys' laundry, and of course my husband's. And the only thing that I didn't get to are some sheets and towels. And I didn't put away the last couple of loads and stuff like that. So I got us closer, which was a big accomplishment, because honestly, I've had like 4 or 5 laundry baskets full of clean clothes just sitting at the edge of our bed, and we kind of just been pulling stuff out of there. So it felt good to be able to do that, and, you know, I got so much done with it, and we got so many clothes clean, and it was good. It was a good thing. So yeah, I going to continue that again next Monday, and just going to keep working at it. And I know I'll get back into my, like, I'm thinking like by next Monday I will be back into a manageable routine where I'm not playing catch up anymore. But I wanted to do those last couple of loads of laundry, but man, my back was in so much pain. I was like, yeah, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna end up on the couch for the next 2 days. But hey, I did it. I did a lot, and I'm really proud of myself for it. Although I had a cricket, like we have crickets down in our basement right now. It happened the last 2 years. Like crickets have been living in our basement, and then they like go away by winter time, and then we won't see them again. Hopefully next year, but you never know. So like every time I walk downstairs, the cricket is just sitting there like yell, like because they scream, and like, he's just sitting there screaming at me. I'm like, what the heck? And so, like, me and my husband are both down there because he was helping me carry some baskets up. And the cricket's just going, and I just turn and look at him, like, shut your legs. Because, crickets make noises with their legs. And he's like, I think I stunned it or something, because he just, like, stopped making noise until we were upstairs. It was really funny. But yeah, I had a cricket giving me sass. They keep giving me sass anytime I go down there. It's like, guys, this is my basement, not yours. Back off. But yeah, I have faith that they'll be gone again soon, though, because once it starts cooling off here, they'll go back outside. Let's see. Oh, hey, I remembered everything from Monday. Okay, maybe this might be a shorter whip and chat anyways, because, yeah, really not much else, or not a lot to talk about after this. So yeah, Tuesday, boys went to my in-laws' house for a little bit, and, like, they just did one-on-one time with them, so, my in-laws, they were feeling bad because they do a lot more one-on-one time with my sister-in-law's kids than Alex and Drake, and so, don't you start again, mister. Heard me talking about them. So they decided like they were going to do someone on one time with Alex and Drake as well. So that's what they did on Tuesday, and the boys were over there for quite a bit during that day too. But yeah, sounds like they had a great time. They, I think, they played a lot of chess. I think it was that Drake said. But yeah, while they were there, I took the advantage because, when Sydney was down for a nap, I was like, no kids here. I went out and I was going to diamond paint at my patio table. I was working, or I think that's the day I finished my Keeper of Constellations, actually. So yeah, it was the first day that I was able to actually use that table outside because, like, it was, like, ever since we set it up, it's either been miserably hot. Oh, okay. Or it's been raining, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, nothing, like, the weather's not behaving and cooperating enough for me to use my table. So I was like, okay, this is the moment. It's nice out. It's cooler out, and I have no kids right now because Sydney was up for her nap and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go outside and sit. So I get myself all set up out there, and, like, we have an umbrella with the table and stuff like that, so it's nice shaded area and stuff. And I'm like noticing it's getting cloudy, and I'm like, well, hopefully it's not supposed to rain. So I pull out my phone, look at my weather app, and it's like, no, it's only a 40% chance of rain. I was like, okay, well, I have the feeling it's not gonna rain then. Yeah, I was wrong. It started sprinkling, and I'm like, well, crap. I was out there for 5 minutes. I pulled up my friend Michaela's stash video, and it starts sprinkling, and I'm like, what the heck? So I packed everything up, brought it all back in the house, and I'm like sitting there grumbling, and I was so upset for the rest of the evening too. I'm like, this kind of sucks. I was really looking forward to sitting out there, and like my husband had brought me a Dunkin' Donuts coffee and everything, so I had an iced coffee, I had the patio. It was gonna be a perfect diamond painting time, but yeah, no, that didn't happen. At least I got inside before it started really coming down, but still, I was so upset because it's like the one day I get to use my table and I can't. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, then I got stuck inside the rest of the night because it rained the entire rest of the night. Yep, and then So the boys have been playing a lot of Lego Fortnite this week. They made a lot of updates to that over with the new season out and stuff like that. So the boys have really gotten back into playing that and stuff. And like one of the things they added into it was that you can tame farm animals and have them live on your, like, you can have them live in your village and stuff like that, and like you just got to keep them happy so they stay there, and then you can name them too. So Alex had a pig that he named Scrappy in his world, and so Drake was playing a whole different world, like, because they weren't playing together at this moment. They play together most of the time, but for some reason in that moment they weren't. But Drake was running around in his world, and he found a pig, and he ended up killing it for materials and stuff like that. And then Alex is like, "No, you killed Scrappy." And then Drake responded, "No, I killed Scrappy's family." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And the boys just started laughing at my reaction to it. I'm like, "You boys worry me sometimes." And Alex is like, "Don't worry, I'm just weird." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you both are weird. That's what I'm worried about." In reality, I'm not that worried. I'm weird too, so they just fit in. Like, it's just how you know they're your family. But yeah, it was just like one of those funny moments, because like I was just sitting there minding my own business, diamond painting away, and then all of a sudden I hear that. I'm like, "Wait, what? What's going on over there?" And, you know, I got the boys laughing pretty hard too at my reaction to it. So yeah, that was pretty funny. And then, yeah, so we were still trying to do our late nights for them for the summer. Like, well, late, I call it late night, but it's only 9 o'clock. And the boys ended up losing it that night again. And I was like, man, I was so frustrated, because like we tried to do these nice things for them. They only had a few more days left of it, and like they lost it again. Yeah, it's just ridiculous too, because so basically what my husband says is like, "Okay, we know you guys are going to talk because they share a room right now. So yeah, obviously they're going to talk to one another, and it's okay. Like, we don't care if they talk for a little bit, but the problem is they keep themselves up until like 10 o'clock at night talking, and it's like, okay, you guys can't be doing that." So like my husband told him, like, talk for like 10 or 20 minutes and then go to sleep and stuff. And so like when they were getting in trouble because like when we're talking to them about it the next day, because like we're like telling them like, "Okay, you lost your late bedtimes again." So and like we're like talking to them, and then Drake, it was like, "Well, I thought it was okay for us to talk until 9:30." And it was like, it was one of those moments where I was just kind of like looking, I'm like, well, even if we did say that, you were like, I came upstairs at 9:40 to tell you guys to go to bed, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But we were like reiterating, like, yeah, if you're going to bed at 9, if we're laying you down at 9, we would like you to be asleep by 9:30, and that means not talking and riling yourselves up that whole time and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately the boys did lose their late bedtimes for the rest of the summer. I mean, I say rest of the summer, I mean like, what, 3 days or something. I don't know, what day is it? Thursday? So yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 3 more days. Like, but still. So yeah, we had to have a long talk with them about that. But on Wednesday, they still got their late night because we had a movie night. Yeah, okay. I am moving into Wednesday. But yeah, before we get to that, so they actually did end up going to my in-laws again on Thursday, or on Wednesday. They were doing cousin playtime, so all 4 of the boys were there. And so, hey, pick up. Or just leave them all there. I probably should just re-wax again. There's a lot of ABs in this kit, so my wax has been struggle busting with it. I'll just get some of the stuff on the side in here. So yeah, we got some more boy free time and just Sydney time. And then, so yeah, they were over there for pretty much most of the day again. I think we got them back around 4, something like that. Oh, okay. I was like, why is that worded like that? Brain. Okay. Um, so yeah. Okay, and then we had our movie night, and then with the movie night, we also did like a junk food night, because when I was younger, my parents would always do like video games and junk food for a night, where we'd get like a bunch of like nachos and stuff like that, and like snacks and stuff, and then we'd all like sit in front of our TV with our Super Nintendo or NES system and play Dr. Mario. Like, it was always like very fond memories for me, so I'm excited that I can do that for my boys here too. So I kind of changed it up a little bit though. Like we did a movie night and junk food night. So Drake got pigs in a blanket, which he ended up not liking, which I don't know why he didn't like them, because they're just hot dogs. But anyways, Alex got pizza rolls like he always does, because he loves pizza rolls, and anytime he's given the option to have them, he's going to jump on them. And then I got these like they're kind of like pizza logs, but instead of pizza inside, it was like breakfast foods inside. It was okay. I feel like they needed a little bit more flavoring to them, because it was very bland. But I know it's like a frozen food, so I can't be too picky on it. So yeah, we got that stuff, and then we watched the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie. We skipped over that like gruesome prison scene that's at the beginning there, or towards the beginning. Skipped over that, but we watched the rest of it, and the boys really enjoyed it. And actually, on Saturday, like because the second, if you've seen the second movie, it ends in a cliffhanger, and and yeah, he and the boys were like, "Oh my gosh, I want to see the third one." It's like, okay, wait, like I was like, if you guys are behaving the rest of the week, then we can do it on Saturday, because honestly, I want to watch the third one too, because the third one is my favorite, and the third one's my husband's favorite, so we both want to watch it. So we're probably gonna do that on Saturday. But yeah, the boys really enjoyed the second movie and stuff, and it was just so funny too, because like Alex kept asking questions during it. It's like, oh, is it Jack's broken compass? And it's like, well, the compass isn't broken. You figure out what it does in this movie. And then it's like, he's like, oh, what does the Leviathan look like? Because that's what they call it, the Kraken at the beginning. I'm like, you're gonna see it later, don't worry. And like, yeah, he kept asking questions. Like, dude, just watch the movie. But yeah, so we got through the second movie now, and the boys are eager for the third one. So I'm excited, because Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite franchises, and the fact that my boys are enjoying it as much as they are, I'm excited about it. And it's been fun too, because like at cuddle time, because we do cuddle time before bed, I have like all the pirate ships they made in Lego sets up in our room. Well, the Black Pearl is currently not set up because I don't have a spot for it, but the Queen Anne's Revenge and the Silent Mary are both up there. Not the Flying Dutchman, because Lego did not make that one into a set, and I'm still very salty about it, because my pirate ship collection is incomplete, and I am not okay with it. I'm actually really annoyed by it, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I was like, the boys like ask about the ships and stuff like that, and I explain it to like I try to explain it to them without giving too many spoilers for the movie and stuff, because like the Silent Mary, the way it's set up is like the bottom is like hollowed out and stuff, because that's how the ship is. It ran aground, and it's an undead ship, so the bottom's hollowed out. So yeah, I kind of had to explain that to them. But yeah, they were saying like, or they're talking about like adding the ships into Lego Fortnite so you could sail. And I'm like, I'd be happy just having those ships in the game so I could like make a pirate ship my house on land and stuff like that. And yeah, so conversations that arise when we're doing bedtime stuff. But yeah, I'm very excited that they are looking forward to the next movie. And then, oh yeah, well, no, I don't want to say that part, because just in case, like, I know the movies have been out for a long time, but I don't want to spoil a movie for somebody. But Alex did have a question about like how something happened at the end of it. I'm like, you'll find out in the next one, don't worry. which I think that inspired him more to want to watch the second one. So yeah. And then that night, so after the movie was over, my husband put the boys in bed because, Wednesdays are his nights home, so he gets to do bedtime on those nights. And I settled in. I finished up Wizards of Waverly Place. By the time I settled in on Wednesday, I only had one episode left, basically. So I finished that up, and then I swapped over to watching Sailor Moon. So yeah, Tuesday was the night I finished my canvas. So I finished Keeper of Constellations on Tuesday, which is my Fantastic Felines canvas. And I'm excited that one's finished because it looks absolutely stunning. So yeah, then on Wednesday I was able to start working on my Sailor Summer canvas at night. So basically during my day I work on this canvas because it's so big I can't put it on my lap table, so I have to sit at the kitchen table while I work on it. Oh, hey, look at that, I finished a section. So yeah, I can't work on this one during the day, but, or I have to work on this one during the day, but then at night I switch over to my lap table on the couch so I can watch some TV and relax and stuff. So, not quite enough to empty out this last container here. What was I saying? Couch. Okay, so yeah, I have a smaller canvas that I work on over at the couch on my lap table. So that canvas this time around is going to be Moon Crisis. So I can get, hopefully, these finished. Although now I'm addicted to WoW again. Didn't take very long. It's all Angela's fault. But, there we go. I always seem to do this. Okay. What was I saying? Keep losing track. Oh yeah, so yeah, I work on my Sailor Moon canvas at night in hopes of working that one down for Sailor Summer, and I work on this one during the day in hopes of getting my dragon finished by the end of August. Oh, okay. Oh, water, it's so good. So yeah, I did settle in and worked on my Sailor Summer canvas for a little bit that night. And thankfully the canvas is fine. So it was taking drills really well and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to open another section because I don't really have much more. I just got to talk about today already, and I think this is going to be a shorter whip and chat this week. So I don't want to open another section and just leave it open all night long. Well, it won't be open, but Okay, so, but yeah, the canvas is fine, and I got through 2 sections of that in that one sitting. I got through quite a few episodes of Sailor Moon as well. Yeah, because my husband, he was playing with the guys that night too, and it was one of those moments where, like, he's, like, starting to log into Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, what you doing? And he's like, I'm playing with the guys, didn't I tell you? I'm like, no. He's like, I didn't? I'm like, no. And just like he didn't tell me that the plan for my in-laws taking the boys swapped from Thursday to Wednesday. I was like, oh yeah, you didn't tell me that. He's like, oh, so he's been forgetful lately, but it happens. Let's see. And then today, which was Thursday, because I'm filming on Thursday, because I'm being good in filming. I woke up to an amazing surprise. I posted that unboxing a Spooktacular night, and I woke up to a comment from the artist, Sarah Richter, and I, like, totally fangirled. I'm not gonna lie. I was so excited to see that she commented, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that was really exciting. And then this morning, Alex had his middle school orientation, so he went to the school, and he was given his schedule and shown where his classrooms are, and they do so much nicer things than they did for me when I was in that school, or that level grade. But yeah, they walked through the schedule with him, showed him where all of his classes were, showed him how to open his locker, because this is the first year he's having a locker with a combination lock. So they did all that this morning. Of course, like that was like so early in the morning too. It was like 8:45 until 10:15 or 10:45 or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, so they went to Jordan, Alex went to that, and I stayed home with Sydney and Drake, and I got to sleep in, so I was happy. But yeah, I got her, like, came down in the morning, and like Drake was just chilling, playing Switch and stuff like that. And by the time I like finished taking care of like getting Sydney all situated and everything like that, they were getting home and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, perfect timing. And then of course, my husband was smart and took some time off, or took like like a partial day of PTO today, so that way he didn't have to worry about working extra later in the evening and stuff like that, which I think that helps the day with stress and stuff like that. And then this morning one of my guild mates in World of Warcraft, which is the game that has the expansion, they have, right now it's like early access if you pre-order the game. But one of my guild mates was giving away a copy of that, and I was like really hoping I would win that, because it was something that like I needed because otherwise I would not be able to play this game until next Friday, because that's when my husband gets paid next. So I entered a giveaway for that. It was like me and 3 other people, and unfortunately I lost, and I was so bummed. So I was like, oh, okay, well, and like I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, oh, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait until I get paid again. And the next thing I know, next thing I know, she's like, oh, are we friends on Battle.net? And I'm like, I think we are. And the next thing I know, I get an email saying she purchased me the expansion. I'm like, oh my god, girl. So yeah. I had two friends actually who did some amazing deeds for me today. One of them found me my unicorn, and another one bought me my expansion for my game. And so I jumped into that right after dinner, right after Sydney was in bed tonight, and started playing that, and I'm already hooked again. So once I'm wrapped up here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to play, and I'm going to chat with some people that I haven't talked to in a long time, who are probably like, oh my god, where are you? So okay, I don't know. Sorry, I was reading what my husband typed. So yeah. But yeah, that's really, oh yeah, and I did get to sit out on the patio today. I did get to use my table today. It was very exciting. So Sydney went down for her nap, and my husband went down for a nap at the same time. And so after I got him up, I'm like, I'm gonna go sit outside now. And so I took out my Spooktacular Night drills and container and stuff like that I was going to kit up in. And I just kind of sat there and kit up while Zero roamed around the deck. So me and Zero spent some time outside, which was good. And then I, of course, I dropped so many drills on the deck. Like, I stood up and I could just see them sparkling in the sun. I'm like, whoops. I mean, there was one point where I accidentally, like, tipped over one of my black container, like my 3-ton container, and I'm like, well, that sucks, because the table's got some slits in it, like a picnic table type deal. So I was like, well, not getting those back, and I'm not going to try to pick those up off the deck. I have plenty, like, I know I'm going to have plenty for that kit, and even if I don't, I have plenty of extras that it doesn't even matter. So yeah, I was able to use that. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta lock the door here. But yeah, that's basically been my week. Really not much else to say about it. Yeah, so upcoming next week, once again, I'm not really sure. It's kind of going to be, I'm going to try to have a wrap-up Wednesday with my Keeper Constellations, because my husband's like, hey, we haven't done this in a few weeks, and I'm like, yeah, because I haven't finished anything in a few weeks. So I'll be doing that. And then hopefully, I'll probably do another unboxing. Got a bunch of Halloween kits I got to get unboxing. Hopefully my Any Candy kit should be shipping out sometime this week, so fingers crossed. So yeah. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I know there'll be at least one unboxing and probably the wrap-up Wednesday with Keeper Constellation. So yeah, I don't know what that sound was. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna be done here. I'm gonna go play my game and have fun with it. And so yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and throw me a comment. Let me know, how is your week going? What have you been working on? Are you taking part in any events? Are you taking part of any events next month? Let me know. And if you're not already subscribed here and do you like diamond painting content, please hit that subscribe button right there. And then hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I generally post videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but you never know when one will be thrown in the mix, so make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I post videos. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.